Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is Emily Hanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And we're back with another new makeup nonsense bingo. So if you're new around here, this is a video that I do in collaboration with Theresa is Dead. We do it around about once a month. And this is all about new makeup releases. We have taken new makeup releases, smashed it together with a bingo game and a drinking game, and you have new makeup nonsense. How Theresa and I do it is that we both collaborate and pick out new releases that we want in our kind of pile of things to talk about. We both use a randomizer that picks what we talk about throughout the video, and then we play bingo by looking at the release and if it fits a spot on the card. We drink when we hit a spot on the card or just whenever we want to. If you are a creator and you are interested in playing, we have the cards and the hashtags in the description box, and I love seeing those videos. We have a community playlist. If you ever make a video and you can't figure out how to add it, just send me a message like on Instagram and we'll figure it out. So I can never remember it, but I can always add it myself. Anyway, that's basically the spiel of things. I love Theresa. I always have her channel listed in the description box and usually the video as well. I'm gonna have a little video of me scrolling through all the possible choices for this evening. And I'm also drinking a pear cider whiskey drink. So if I devolve very quickly, as I say often when I'm drinking in videos, you've been warned. I'm pretty sure I was inspired by Audra at home, who was drinking a similar kind of combo on one of her live streams, and it was in my brain ever since. So just get right into it. So first up, we have the Copacetic Cosmetics quads. So Copacetic Cosmetics is an indie brand that I recently discovered because of the Elcium palette that they did in collaboration with another beauty YouTuber. And it looks like they do these like monthly boxes that you can buy. And there was a green quad that was going in the March box, which would make sense, St. Patrick's Day, green eyeshadow. And it just looked so beautiful. Well, it looks like they're releasing that quad along with 4 other quads just for general purchasing. To me, they're especially pretty because almost every quad has a mixture of textures. So like the green quad has like a matte, a satin, a shimmer, and like a very like reflective shiny one. Some of the other ones don't draw me in quite as much, but I still think they're gorgeous. The little like rose gold one looks really pretty. I've just been loving like quad and little kind of small palettes, and I feel like if you're gonna like start with an indie brand, sometimes a quad could be a nice like dipping your toe into brand choice. So the next release, I feel like I've time traveled back to like 2016, 2017, because the Sigma Cor de Rosa palette, everyone and their mother has a warm neutral palette in their collection that they love. And if they don't have one yet, it's because they don't like warm neutrals. I mean, this palette is like especially warm. It's like juicy orange from Colorpop meets the Morphe 350 palette. It's a palette with 14 shades. It has a mixture of mattes and shimmers. Oh, it was inspired by their top selling blush, Cor de Rosa, which is a deep peach nude. It's interesting, again, seeing all these brands trying to take a concept in their line that's even moderately successful and pushing it across to other products. I'm just not, no. It's actually extra sad to me because I feel like the last palette Sigma did around the holidays looked kind of interesting. Like they did something with texture and shine and all of that. And then they go to this. No. So next up we have Essence. Now Essence is releasing this like Bloom Baby Bloom collection. It looks like there's a 9-pan palette. There's a blush lighter, which looks like it's a glowy blush. There's some baked highlighters, some lip glosses, and a primer oil. Something about this really drew me in. Actually, I'll tell you exactly what drew me in. The baked highlighters have a beautiful flower impression on them. They remind me of the Milani Rose blushes and the Flower Beauty Rose blushes. These look slightly different from Rose, but they're very, very pretty. And then the the glosses, the oils, what are they called? The Nectar lip gloss. Something about that reminds me of the Clarins lip oils. I have no idea if they're similar, but oh, they've given me some like copycat vibes that make me want to try it. I've also heard amazing things about the Essence like Shine 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 lip glosses, so I might have to try this Nectar lip gloss because of that juicy orange color. Yeah, you got me, Essence. And because for me, I feel that copycat feeling with the gloss and the embossing, I'm gonna give it the copycat vibes spot on the card. So Tarte has expanded their C range, and they're doing a couple of different things. But the first thing to note, they're doing a cream bronzer, and they have 3 shades they're releasing. And while 3 is not that many, Tarte, that deep bronzer actually looks really deep. I'm gonna give you some claps for that because that actually looks really nice. They're also releasing some jelly glaze anytime lip masks, which are probably just lip glosses, the balms. They have a Set and Protect Mineral Sunscreen Powder and a bronzer blush. So the bronzers are $29, the lip masks are $14, the sunscreen powder is $28, and the brush is $29. I don't know if I trust those powder SPFs seem nice in my head, but the format of like the brush dispenser never seems to really work. But this feels very like summer appropriate, and everyone's getting into the cream products, so I mean I think Tarte is right on trend with that. Oh, and the jelly masks, they look like lip glosses, so I'm giving this yet another lip gloss on the card. So the next product up we have is a new blush from M Cosmetics. So M Cosmetics has done these Glow Radiant blush veils. They've had, I think, one out before, and they're releasing another color. This is Faded Clementine. Faded Clementine seems to be their like iconic color that's very popular. This is, I know right off the bat, this is already out. This is like was out mid-February. I'm not sure what the price is, but I feel like this is a product that is a catfish. Okay, so the reason why it's a catfish, God, the booze is already getting to me. In the compact, it looks really pretty and glowy, and it looks like it's like a peachy orange color, but it's not too orange, and it sounds like it'd be a soft veil. But then the brand photos that I saw of it on people's cheeks did not look so good. I feel like there's some disconnect there, and it's hard because marketing photos are definitely not always accurate. But if your marketing photos of the product on the face make me feel completely different from the product shots, you're a catfish. So let's talk about Sugarpill. Did I talk about the first capsule in the last video, or am I imagining that? They started this whole pill palette capsule collection. So they have a new one, the C2 capsule collection, which looks like the theme is like a slightly peachy orange blush and then kind of neutral shadows with a pop of green and a pop of blue. I am going to give it to Sugarpill for trying to do something different in terms of packaging. I do really like that on this palette, the pill on the outside is orange. On the first one, the pill was pink and the blush inside was pink. This color story, though, is just not, I mean, Metro, the yellow, and Insomniac, the green, they draw me in. The rest of the colors, not so much. I'm actually more tempted by the pink one now that I've seen this color story. But in the end, Sugarpill, you're doing the same shit and you've created new packaging. Now, I don't know if these formulas that are in these palettes are similar to anything else they have on the market, but I think they've successfully captured the we're going to do new packaging thing and make it feel new and different, but it's just a neutral color story with a pop of green and a pop of blue. Or like the pink palette was kind of just like a scattered rainbow color story. I want to say they were trying, but I don't know if I believe it. So, speaking of something that I'm not sure if I like believe, we have these candy coated highlighters from Bitter Lace Beauty. I've never tried Bitter Lace Beauty before, but I've seen them around. They're kind of infamous for their like, they do like these blood splatter looking like highlighter blushes. I think they might be the originator of the rainbow highlighter. They do interesting embossing. This is a collection of 6 highlighters that have like candy heart embossing. And I watched a video of Annette over at Annette's Makeup Corner swatching these. And it doesn't do it for me. And you know, if you've watched any of my videos, you kind of know I'm a sucker for like duochrome, multi-chrome, shiny, glittery, flaky, textured, beautiful. Yes. But these are $20. And I guess I just don't. It doesn't do it for me. I'd rather use my Divina Candy Exploders for $20 each. To be honest, like it's in the scheme of what's happening in indie makeup right now, at least what I've seen so far, does not excite me. I have a bad taste in my mouth from the last thing I purchased that was close to $20 for a single pan. And while I know these pans are larger, I'm gonna give it Pretty Embossing Basic Product because I just don't see it. I don't see the special. So next up we have something that feels, not expecting the brand. Let's just say that. Hey, baby. Veronica wants to be pet, but doesn't want to be held, so she's difficult, just like me. But we have Revlon. Revlon has collaborated with Ashley Graham. I have thoughts, none of which are positive, so we're gonna move on. So when I first saw this graphic, I thought this was either Tarte or Physicians Formula. They've done this face eye palette thing, and then a couple of lip glosses, and then this body bronzer. So they released 2 kits. They have the Tropical Pop kit that has the weird face and eye palette and a lip highlight. That kit is $25. And then they have the Tropical Heat kit, and that is the Golden Lava face and body bronzer and a lip highlight in a different color. There's not a price for that one. $25? Revlon, you really... $25. No. I don't get it. I don't get it. Also, my cat is trying to get my cup with ice in it, so that's also what I'm fighting off right now. There you are. Oh. There you are. Hey. There you are. You don't like being held right now, but that's okay because you're being a little asshole. So you'll just deal with it. Okay? Okay. You can sit there, that's fine. No Revlon. No Ashley Graham. No Revlon. Hey Revlon, that is a bundle that nobody wants. Nobody wants that shit. Ooh. Now let's talk about Colorpop. So, Colorpop has entered the world of beauty sponges. They have released 5 sponges. A complexion sponge, a detail sponge, an hourglass sponge, and then a silicone sponge and a velvet sponge. The set of 5 is $20. So at first I was like, okay, $4 for a sponge from Colorpop. You're late to the game, but that's fine, Colorpop. These sponges are $7 each. No. Okay, a few points. First of all, you don't need 5 sponges to do your face. You need 1, if you need 1 at all. 2, I'm a broken record, but you should just be buying the Shop By Say Paw sponges because those are less than $2 and they are soft and delicious. And 3, I'm just tired of Colorpop. And it's a beauty sponge release, so let's drink to that. Let's go through our quick requisite ABH release of the video. They're coming out with a mascara. It looks just like the Fenty mascara packaging. Do I think they copied Fenty? No. We all know, well, anyone that's even slightly into beauty and has been on the beauty YouTube sphere kind of understands that packaging takes a long time to develop. So I'm not interested because I don't buy high-end mascara. And I'm just not really inspired to want to buy from ABH these days. So that's that on that. Let's talk Morphe. Morphe has this whole golden hour collection. They have an 18 pan eyeshadow palette and new bronzers. The 18S Sunset Beats Artistry palette is $18. And the Glamour Bronze bronzers are $19 each. What? And they have a new bronzer brush. I'm going to give them just a tiny bit of credit. The bronzer packaging is cute. Very like Art Deco feeling. Great. Cool. If the image is somewhat accurate, it looks like they have a nice color range as well. Although everything looks very red toned in the image I'm looking at. The eyeshadow palette is still an oversized Morphe palette to me. I know it's only 18 shades, but like that whole bottom row could be 3 shades. So many of the neutrally transition tones could be condensed to 1 shade. Morphe just doesn't make inspiring palettes to me, and this one doesn't change my mind on that. I prefer seeing them do these 18 pan palettes over the 35 pan palettes, but they still don't get me excited. So the randomizer gods gifted me with this Pure Cosmetics and Trolls collaboration. Pure, you are trash. Go away. Go away. Why? Why do you insist? Why do you insist on continuing to... no. And the worst part, if this was any other brand, even though it's a Trolls release, which also makes my brain and heart hurt, I would be tempted to fall prey to some of these little colorful palettes. But I don't trust Pure. And I sure as hell don't trust a Pure and Trolls collaboration. That shit is pure cash grab. What's even worse to me, those pure palettes are going to be in the Trend Move box. It's what, like the 4th edition of the Trend Move box, and they're already being infiltrated by trash that is known as pure. No thanks. I'm saying, like, I could see myself being drawn in by some of these little palettes, but I don't care how cute the swatches are. No, we're not doing that. We're not giving Pure our money in 2020. And that Pure cash grab collaboration, that gives me bingo. Still been a long video, but I feel like I got bingo just a little faster this time than normal. So, cheers to that. I'm a classy bitch. On that delicious burp note, we're gonna call this a wrap. Thank you so much for hanging out while we talk shit about new releases. And yeah, mostly talk shit. I feel like there was very few things that I actually felt some interest in, but y'all know that I'm a bitter bitch that likes to criticize makeup. So if you feel like following along with this bitter bitch, I would love for you to subscribe. You can also follow along on Instagram and Twitter at Numnivorous, or come join my Patreon where we just like to play into the beauty and food world over there. No matter what, thank you so much for spending a bit of your day with me. I hope to see you again real soon. Bye, friends. My drink of choice tonight. Dare I edit while drunk as well? Perhaps. Perhaps.